Hey YouTube, this is Generic Gamer. Welcome to the channel. Today we're back on YAKUZA Kiwami. I have not played this game in a very good while, actually. The reason I decided to do this video because I kind of did a video like back, I think maybe a month or two ago, by doing the brawler style. However, this time, if I recall, I haven't done one for Dragon, nor Beast, nor Rush. This one I'm going to do Dragon, but before I continue, I'm going to have some rules. Number one, once I go into Dragon style in Climax Battle 5, I can't switch to any other style no matter what the case is. Can't switch to Brawler for a quick combo. Excuse me. Can't switch to Beast for like max damage for like the L2 and R2. Can't switch to Rush to dodge attacks. I just have to stay in Dragon no matter what the case is. So yes, even combos that's slow, I have to stick into that. Number two, unless if it's mandatory battles, I can't do anything. Number three, I can use whatever I want. However, with the exception of limiting Tiger Drop, unless if it's actually mandatory, like low health. And I just have to beat it. So without further ado, I hope you guys are, if you guys enjoy content like this, please like and subscribe. But I guess I'm not going to talk about the strategies because honestly I kind of talked about it way too much on this channel, but what is it? I guess I can talk about like what I've been doing recently. So for those who notices, I did start uploading GTA 4 like on the walkthroughs, and the reason why I started doing that because I did get myself a PC. However, I just took damage. However, the reason why I'm not like doing commentary on those is because apparently the software I have is not useful to make commentary, so I'm trying to save up more money to get like the full equipment. But I am not gonna lie, getting a PC, wow, I am actually rusty. So yeah, that's the whole reason I'm not doing commentary. For those who are curious, I think like progression wise, I think the last time I played the GTA 4, I'm like 75% done with the game. However, I'm only doing like a walkthrough completion, not a 100% completion, because honestly, I checked like the rewards you gotta do for just like completion in GTA 4. I don't think it's worth it. If it's something like the Lost and Dam or the Battle of Daytona, those I would not mind going for just completion, because I actually did it back in the day, back in the PS3. However, with that being said though, however, that's all I just want to address for that. But it's actually a fun fact. It's been now 1 year since I actually started YouTube. And I kind of did something special. I just replayed like Gaiden, the man who raised his name, because that was like my first series I did. Which is going to shock some people for those who are new to the channel. So I decided to like just do like 1 year anniversary with that, and trying to do God of War Ragnarok again, but with... no. I did the man who raised his name. I was considered doing God of War 3 because it was actually one of the very few like walkthroughs I did. And I might start doing some Need for Speed, however I gotta find ways to like mute the music because of copyright issues. But yeah, anyway, okay, let's like get back to the way how you fight these guys. So Shimano is supposed to be Mr. Shakedown in YAKUZA 0. And for those who play YAKUZA 0 would know how dangerous it is because how much damage he does, but in this game, he's kind of been like nerfed as like a basic enemy, which thank God. So that's worth like something worth noting. He's not dangerous, just keep on your guard. But yeah, that's it pretty much. Hayashi. Hayashi is a bit of a nuisance in this game. I am not gonna lie. See, because of that. But I guess we can talk about this game's, I guess, pros and cons. For those who are new to my channel, I normally just like get into like random topics about the games, for YAKUZA specifically, and other games. But I guess I could talk about more about YAKUZA Kiwami. So for those who don't know, I kind of prefer YAKUZA Kiwami. It's one of my favorite in the entire franchise, solely because of the story and the combat. I mean, I can see why people dislike Kiwami 1 or don't favor as much compared to like other games. Shall we say YAKUZA 0, Yakuza 5, but only for the combat. Yakuza 5, for those who don't know, does suck the story. Because final boss is amazing, but the Aizawa was amazing, but the lead up to that point was not good. Excuse me, my throat. But yeah, like Aizawa is like one of the best bosses in the entire franchise of Yakuza. However, his story build-up is just kind of poorly done. So, and it was so poorly done, what's actually kind of ironic. Oh, okay, that's my fault. Alright. It was just poorly done to the point where they made the man who races name, they actually made Shishido more in depth. Which, honestly, I actually like. Because the reason why is because Shishido is like the Aizawa. That should have been like the Aizawa of Yakuza 5. But yeah, so you see here I just style Hayashi and... So yeah, but back to Aizawa, the reason why I think he's like the best in the franchise where it's like final bosses go is because it's just hype. And Shishido's fighting like a man, like guy in the man versus him is also amazing. But speaking of final bosses, I was able to no damage the final boss in Yakuza Pirate. Well, no, it's like Yakuza like a pirate in Hawaii, the Majima story one. I am not gonna lie, like, the final boss in that game is kind of a bit of a cakewalk. Which people might get offended, or some people might not, I don't know. Nope. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the final boss for that game later. But Gary Buster Holmes, he's just copying Aizawa. Sorry about that. But anyway, back to these bosses. So, Shota is kind of copying Kenai in Yakuza 5. Oh god, okay, okay, I actually suck. Oh god, okay. Wow, okay, I am actually terrible in this game. That's obviously playing Dragon Engine games for too long. But anyway, Shota is supposed to be the final boss of Kenai. For those who don't know, he's one of the final bosses in Yakuza 5 for Akiyama, if I recall. But he is a bit dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. But by the time I upload this video, I am going to do a walkthrough for Yakuza 3 because of the remake coming up in 4 months. And I am not going to lie, I am kind of upset about the remake, and let me explain why. I watched some gameplay on it, and honestly, the thing is, I just don't like about it is that it's just the same thing with like all the other Kiwami remakes. It's just asset reuse. But to be fair, it's not really surprising because RGG does have a habit to use, what's it called, keep reusing assets from previous games. And personally, I don't have an issue with this, but if they use it against like the main, like important parts of the story, let's just say they reuse assets for Hamazaki with Kando's moveset, for an example. Or if they use Mine's moveset with someone like Iwami from Yakuza 6, that I'm not gonna like. I mean, I can understand asset reuses for moveset for final bosses if they're mini-bosses. For an example, Shindo, he's considered like a main story boss fight. So if he gets like a reused asset, which, fun fact, he's reusing, I think, Nishiki's moveset from Ishin, then that to me is not good. And I know RGG Studios, they might do that. Another thing I don't like what RGG Studios did, for some unknown reason, they decided to make it as if you can only do grab moves through extreme heats. Oh god, oh wow, Shindo actually destroyed my sword. But what I mean by this is you guys see me in heat mode, and not like extreme heat. For those who don't know in the Dragon Engine, there's two types of heats. There's normal heat and there's extreme heat. If you were playing the Dragon Engine right now, I would be considering normal heats. But in the Dragon Engine, when you hit R2, you go into like a super mode. And what's weird is they decided to implement this feature and like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who raised his name. They implement this feature and they're gonna follow it ever since. I hated this feature. The reason why I hate this feature because one, you're limited with your combat. And this is the one thing that Kiwami did wrong in this game as well. You might say, how did Kiwami 1 did this wrong? So let me show you guys a quick thing. So in most Yakuza games, you can do like a specific number of square attacks, and then you're done. You can do square, triangle, triangle, square, square, triangle, triangle. That's fine. However, for some unknown reason, in this game specifically, if you do square, triangle, triangle, you lose heat. You guys see that? Look. Look at my heat. Why does it get wasted? So yeah, that's the one thing. They kind of did that with Gaiden, but they did the exact same thing for like grab animations. Like right now, if I was playing the game normally, like in Gaiden without the extreme heat, I would not have done that grab move, which I personally think is very, very stupid. But Kiwami 3, I am happy about it, but the DLC for Mine, I mean, it's unique. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I like it. It's just that, what's it called? It's just kind of weird how we're playing a person that we know is gonna die, so it just feels weird. I mean, yeah, I kind of get the idea that they want to give like a background story for Mine solely because the fact that... Oh god. They want to like, what's it called? They want to like give a background story about like how he like got to like the point as he did in Yakuza 3, which don't get me wrong, it's good, but like to play it, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's gonna be fun to play as Mine. There's no arguing about that, but like the way the Dragon Engine games are, I don't know. So hence I'm gonna replay Yakuza 3 one more time, just for the old nostalgics, even though it's known to be like the blocking Yakuza game. So, Lao Kao Long, for those who are curious, Lao Kao Long is a bit of a tedious person in this game. However, in this section, since I'm always using Dragon style and not the Brawler style or Rush, my only option is to Tiger Drop him, because I cannot... Oh, okay, that landed. Oh, no, no, no! Oh my god, see, look at that. So he's easier in this game, but in Yakuza 3, he is a bit of a pain in the ass. A massive pain. But that's the end of the Lao Kao Long. But for those who are curious about the 1-year anniversary of me doing YouTube, which I got over 200 subscribers, which I was kind of a bit upset because I kind of thought I would have gotten more, honestly, at first, because the views I was getting and the subscribers. But then again, I'm not going to complain. I'm honestly surprised I actually did get subscribers. As soon as I realized I got over 200, I'm like, how did I even get over 200? So that kind of shocked me. I am not going to lie. So yeah, I mean, I'm grateful. I am still going to be doing YouTube, just not as consistent or like dedicated as much, solely because work is just kind of a bit of a pain. Because I kind of was able to get a full-time job as of recently, so I'm good on that part, which I'm grateful. I am not going to lie, but it is kind of taking me a lot of time from doing YouTube effectively as I used to back in the day. And also, I barely have time because most times when I am free, except for today, I just normally go to the gym to work out and, you know, get in shape. But enough about my personal life, but that's the only reason. So I am still going to be doing YouTube full-time as much. but not as like perfectly consistent. Like, as you guys notice in God of War Ragnarok, like I don't have any like edits or any like thumbnails done for it. It's only because I literally just don't have the time to edit. What are you laughing at? Come here. Before I continue. Oh, you clever mother. Okay, yo. So, Majima, here's the thing. He's just recopying his moveset from Yakuza 0, the one game you play as him, which is kind of stupid in my personal opinion, because it's kind of overpowered to go against, as you guys can tell. All in all, nothing too extreme, just keep your guard up. But I am not gonna lie, this is actually not that hard. Because, well, to be fair, Dragon is actually one of the more OP styles in the game. But I'm not gonna lie, YAKUZA KIWAMI 3, I am happy for it, but the thing is, I don't know, something just tells me it's gonna be off. So I just thought, you know what? Oh yeah, but no, other than that, my biggest complaint is the fact how they took out Rikia and... Rikia, why did they remove him? Why did they change the model? I don't get it. And another thing I personally don't like about it is because I just noticed that when I saw Kiryu fight Rikia in like one of like the clips, he's reusing the agent style from like the man who raised his name. Which doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why you put a game that's supposed to like chronologically take place 10 years after into a game that came out in 2009, which I kind of get it. Because Kiryu did learn that moveset from Gaiden, so it makes sense he'll learn, or he at least has some sort of like knowledge of that moveset at one point in his life. So I kind of get like the uniqueness, like chronologically speaking, but gameplay speaking, it's just lazy. So we're almost done with the climax battle, and I do want to continue more with these like what to do videos for like future content, I guess. But like Dragon in this game is just overpowered, you guys can tell. If you guys want, I could actually do like a commentary, because here's the thing, I actually have YAKUZA KIWAMI on PC, and YAKUZA 0 on PC, and some of the recordings I can't do on the PlayStation 5, I can play those games on the PC and record it. Like the climax battle, I can do that, but with no commentary, because how stupid the audio is. I can do that and show you guys what to do, so I wouldn't mind doing like an update video. Which is something I wouldn't mind doing. For example, like I'll do a challenge in YAKUZA KIWAMI where I only stay dedicated to one style for the whole like campaign. Like I can only use Brawler throughout all of the campaign, no matter what the case is, no matter the difficulty. I wouldn't mind doing that, honestly. It gives me the urge to replay these games. Or replay Need for Speed. I've been playing Need for Speed recently, and it is super addicting. I don't have the time to play as much. Come on. Ow. But yeah, but Need for Speed, if you guys want to see that videos on PlayStation, let me know. I'm actually kind of curious because I just started playing it. It's actually a pretty fun game, I'm not gonna lie. I would recommend it, Need for Speed Heat, to be specific. I know the game's old, but like... Ow. But yeah, no, it's a pretty good game. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, Shimano's actually destroying me. I guess I could talk more about like the game itself for like Kiwami. So for those who are curious, Shimano's actually copying Sajima's moveset. And I don't know how they make it annoying in this game, but not beneficial in the game you play. Okay. Alright. how much to take care of Shimano, man? I want to get him like one by one. So I guess I'll talk more about it. So Shimano's moveset for like the sword one is like briefly stated was Saijiwa's moveset, the one you play in Yuks at 4 and 5. And it's annoying for you to fight against, but it's not useful for you to use, which is very stupid. Oh yeah, fun fact, if Shimano actually grabs you and you don't break out in time, he does a heat action on you. Actually, you guys want to see it? By the way, you guys can just tell by how ineffective, how bad this parry is. It's not that good. Look, he does a heat action. Which also doesn't really make sense to me in a weird way, because here's the thing. For the abilities, you have an heat action where if an enemy grabs you, you can like break free out of it, which I don't get what they did. He has like another, like, what's it called? He has another heat action too, if I recall. I just want to show you guys how it works. But my personal opinion, the scariest boss fights, personally, I think is Gaiden the Man Race's name, solely because the boss, like the enemy AI in that game is just brutal. Like in this game, they are brutal, but not as brutal as Gaiden. Let's see, I think there's another heat action. Yeah, which is literally the same heat action you copy in Kiwami too. So, I mean, that's it. So, yeah, that's all the heat actions Shimano can do on you. Which is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie, how they just reuse the heat actions you can do, but they do it to you. It's just, I don't know. But here's the final battle, Nishiki. Hey, buddy, what's up? Yeah, here's the thing. Nishiki could be actually a bit of a threat if you actually let him get too aggressive, so we are not gonna let that happen. We're gonna go all aggressive. By the way, I know I see like the climax heat action, but I'm not gonna use it until he gets to like his final phase. Yeah, here's the thing. This ability, I don't know what the idea is. Like, so for those who are curious, what does like the climax heat action do? I think if you do have heat and you do heat action, you don't lose any heat. It's like when I get into like heat mode right now. Oh well, it's like when I do get into heat mode, when like I'm glowing red and I do a heat action, it does not lose it. Okay, I'm getting too greedy with Nishiki. I should actually take this thing more seriously. But I am not gonna lie, I have not played this game in forever. So I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say, honestly. It's just because, like, the Dragon style in this game is kind of overpowered, but it's also not overpowered at the same time. Like, for example, yeah, you can do massive damage, your attack speed is high, but without, like, the heat system, you're pretty much screwed. And Kamaki parry, well, the Tiger Drop is the best in the franchise, the Kamaki parry is the worst in the franchise. So yeah, that's just, honestly, I really don't know what else to say. And I did not do any damage with that. Why? Yo, okay, yo, okay, relax. I can't use healings. Come on, run. I don't know why, when I was younger, for some reason the purple icon just always scared me. It just shows so show like there's like a bad enemy coming after you. Okay, yo. I was trying to end in a unique way. Screw you. Well, that's it for the challenge. I hope you guys are new to. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you guys are new to this channel, please like and subscribe. Peace.